2003 and 2010, or I'm sorry, 2003. In 2010, the plaintiff receives an offer, right, to license this syringe. So the company did their due diligence, and they found out that the patent had been abandoned, right? So this is news, of course, to the plaintiff. He reaches out to his attorneys, and he says, hey, look, what happened, right? Why? What do you mean this was abandoned? So it turns out in 2006 that the defendant, the attorneys, had let the plaintiff's patent go abandoned. So they do a little bit of research, and it turns out in 2006, the defendant's office, right, the defendant attorney, sent out a standard notice to renew the patent. And the letter states that if you want to renew it, send this back to us, right, and with a check, and check the box. And the box says renew, and include a check for $685. Or if you don't want to renew, mark a box that says do not renew. So the plaintiff made the mistake of essentially checking the wrong box, right? It said do not renew, but he sends the check, okay, for $685. So then the defendant, and by the way, he put a note in the memo line that says, I want to make sure I get it right, patent renewal fee, okay? So then the defendant basically cashes the check, but closes the account, right, without telling anyone, and abandons the patent, right? I mean, that is not good, right? I mean, isn't that kind of like all my old cronies from Wisconsin who like wear the suit to the wedding and then they like return it the next day? Like, I don't want this. This doesn't even fit me. Like, dude, you already got the benefit of the suit. Like, you can't return it now, right? I mean, that's basically what they did. So once it came to everyone's attention, the defendant tries to revive the patent, but it's too late. The defendants say that they're only allowed, the defendants say they only follow the plaintiff's instructions. Look, he checked the box, right? He said no, we didn't want to renew it. And that because he placed a check mark in that box, that there was no liability. So Daryoosh and his team basically had to establish that even though the plaintiff made this mistake of checking the wrong box, that it was the defendant's job to catch those mistakes. And the defendants had like a ton of experts. They asserted that the product would not have passed FDA approval, was not marketable, and even if it was marketable, no one would purchase it. But Daryoosh and his team did an incredible job. They established that the product was manufacturable, that FDA approval was not required, that it was marketable, and it would have been sold. So Daryoosh admitted that the plaintiff, in closing, which is a very good move, he admits that, hey, look, I think the plaintiff did make a mistake here, right? He checked the wrong box. I think you should find a 15% at fault. And ultimately, it goes to the jury, month-long jury trial. Kudos to you, like, I mean, whatever. I do, like, you know, a car accident case after 4 days, I'm like losing the crick of mine. So great job. Month-long trial, right? Does amazing work. By the way, really, really quick side note. You guys been in front of Judge Meyer lately? Is he here? Judge Meyer, is he here? Awesome. No, I'm just kidding. No, so I'm in there the other day, right? I apologize, dude. Dude, you got $45 million. Like, so I don't care, right? I can be up here for an hour, like, you don't care, right? You're like, look, I'm taking a limo home, it doesn't matter. So I'm in Judge Meyer's courtroom, and I love this guy, right? Because whenever you do something that he doesn't like, he just pretends he doesn't hear you. You ever heard that? So these guys are like, Your Honor, we'd like to offer some damages photos. He's like, what? What? Wait. Okay. And then he like sends this little subtle message, right? And he's like, well, I mean, you know, look, I think the jury's gonna hate what you're doing, but you can do it. I mean, yeah, you want to offer some photos, you know? But I love Judge Meyer, he's great. But when I was looking over this thing, I was thinking about being in trial and seeing him, and anyway, great guy. So, he admits fault, 15%, right? He goes to the jury, month-long trial, Judge Enright, incredible judge as well. The jury comes back with a verdict, get this, $61,587,000, right? Which is like, I mean, I only get those like once a year, but amazing. They find the plaintiff 25% at fault, the defendant 75% at fault. So absolutely like incredible job. Congratulations. So we're going to watch a quick video about the case. Cue it up.
I think the biggest challenge in this case was they had bad facts. I mean, literally, the client had checked off the box that says, don't renew, which anyone would tell you is not a good fact in this case. And they said, we're going to get past it.
Yeah, it was a very complex case. I mean, because you're looking at liability, which has to do with the letter that was checkmarked incorrectly by the client that was accompanying a check. I mean, that's one issue, and then you just have to look at the law firm and see how they mishandled it to get the liability. Well, on top of that, we had to go after damages, which now you have to look at all of the deals that they were trying to make all over the world to market this product. And all of those deals fell through.
it had patent law involvement, it had international patents involved, it had patents involved within the United States, and I think the key why Daryoosh was able to get over all that is he really dumbed it down to common sense. Look, I had this right to create this product, and you screwed it up. And you should have known that when I told you to let it go, that I didn't really mean it. Which kind of sounds weird, but that was basically the argument, is you should have known not to listen to me.
There was one moment that I just thought, it stuck out. It was a great moment in the trial. The opposing counsel, Mr. George Lindell, brought up his expert. Daryoosh had prototypes made.
Taylor.
And he had one actual real needle, what is called the Septidon needle, which is the one that's currently used in dentist's office. And then he had the prototype of the self-sheathing needle. But Daryoosh went up to him, was talking to him, and be like, "Oh yes, you're an expert on needles." And he goes, "Yes, I am, I understand that." He was like, "Okay," holds up both needles. "Which one is the self-sheathing needle?" Presents them both. And as he's presenting these, George Lindell, opposing counsel, looking over and he's like, "Pick the right one." Yeah. And the expert just, sat there and he picked the wrong needle. Daryoosh is like, "No, you're incorrect." I mean, that's a gutsy move for Daryoosh, and it's a very gutsy move, and I respect him for making that call.
I think it comes down to, he's taken it into heart that when things are difficult in front of him, he just keeps plowing through.
I mean, he understood the importance of this case and the importance of the case to the client, and how much they lost. And so, he put 100% of his work, effort, heart into this one case for a full 30 days.
I think partially I deserve some credit because every time that I beat him on the basketball court, he'd go down, come back for more, beat him again. He's the type of guy, not only will he get beat on the basketball court, but he gets beat down in life and he keeps on coming.
I think it's the fact that he likes to push himself out there and do at least 4 trials a year. That's what he goes for. Unfortunately, some years we have down years where we have to settle for policy limits a lot of our cases, but he tries to push for his client, and that's his main end goal.
Don't take a case like this again. you got your good luck, you got your one. Don't push your luck. But in reality, I'd say I'm proud of you. I know he's always said that to me. It goes without saying, but I like that 100% and say, good job.
Right, come on, my brother.
Thank you. I've been coming to these dinners for years, and it's really cool to be up here now a lot. So thank you. Thanks again for nominating me for this. I appreciate it. And this case was the client's. First time when I heard about this case, I thought, I don't do legal malpractice. I don't want to sue another lawyer. But after I talked to the client and the way that this guy had screwed up his patent that he had worked like 10 years for, I had to go through with it. So had a worthy client that I thought was being, wrong, so we had to go with it. And as you guys all know, with these kind of trials, there's a lot of people that go into it. So I'd like to first thank Combis, who is the one who not just brought in the case for me. Thank you for trusting me to bring you this case. And then thank you for leaving everything in Northern California, coming down and helping me out with the case and co-chairing it with me. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Thanks to Taylor, who we just hired as an associate about 4 months before this case, and now he's probably thinking we get $60 million verdicts there. Excellent company. Great job on your first trial, co-chairing. Thanks to Robert Hyperion, which he's back there somewhere, and that guy I've known for years. Awesome. He was essential in this case. With all my other trials, I call him. No matter what time I call him, he'll answer the phone, help me out. On this particular one, with my cross-exam of their expert, which they flew in from Texas somewhere, and he helped me out extremely. So thanks, Robert. Appreciate it. Madeline Chamber, I don't know if you guys ever use Madeline. She's amazing. She set up my client. He's an inventor, so he was kind of a quirky guy. So it took a while to get him ready. So thanks, Madeline, for helping, spending all the hours. And I'm not sure if you realize, John Gomez, but Madeline used your place. So we used your courtroom to get my client ready, so thanks for that. Bob Semnar, who was on the video there, he helped get my client ready for the cross-exam. He drilled them over and over and over again until, like, after the actual cross-exam, the client was like, that was nothing compared to what Bob put me through. Julia Rubin, I don't know if you guys ever used her for jury consulting. She was amazing. Awesome. Definitely use her again. And then Judge Enright. Wow, what can I say? Amazing judge. Let us do our trial fair. Let us, both sides, present the case the best we could. And then, I'm not sure, like some of you guys know this, but I lost my brother about a year before this trial. And it was September 6th, 2015. And then this trial was coming up in August. So I'm thinking in my head, there's a 1-year anniversary coming. So I let the Judge Enright know there's something coming up on September 6th. He says, oh, this is August 1st it's starting, so don't worry about it. Trial goes all the way to August 30th. We do closing arguments. I'm like, oh, we still got 6 days. This jury's not going to deliberate that long. No biggie. Goes through the whole process. September 6th comes. There's no verdict. So fly up to the Bay Area that day for the day to stay up there for my brother's 1 year. And 1:30 in the afternoon on the 1-year anniversary, I get a call from Combi's 61.5 million. And I'm making him repeat it because are you sure? Am I hearing this right? And he's screaming apparently outside the courthouse, 61.5 million. So after that, I realized, he's been watching me, and thank you to Kurosh, my brother. And last but not least, my lovely wife, Sheila, for being supportive and for the whole trial. Every time I go away and come back, very supportive. Love you. And especially on this particular trial, she changed my closing 3 times the night before. And nope, you're going to do this, and it worked. So, love you. Thank you. Thank you all.
Just real quick, we all know the trials are tough on the family, and I know you thanks your wife Sheila. How you doing? And I think that Daryoosh's kids are here too. How you doing, guys? How about a big round of applause? Stand up, stand up. Thanks, everybody. Really nice that you guys could join us. And Daryoosh's son actually just gave me some French fries, which was incredible. So thank you very much. I've got 2 boys, and so I pretty much live it on like nuggets and pizza and all that. So. Not that the short rib wasn't great, it was great. Not as good as the fries, though. Okay, great. So our next award of the evening, and again, I was hoping to work in a little bit of stand-up, but, on keeping it kibosh. So.